What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today I've got a special treat for you. I got invited to the Out There Oceans of Time beta. About 6 or 7 months ago, we got to cover a very, very limited preview of this game that had come out, but it was missing a lot of the accompaniment. So there was little things missing like graphics, and there was little things missing like cutscenes and whatnot. And so anyways, if you haven't seen Out There Oceans of Time, the original Out There was basically a text-based adventure game with resource management. This one is not that. This is actually a crew building, shipbuilding, galactic exploration game where effectively the galaxy has been annihilated by these guys called Archons, and you were in a cryo sleep pod the entire time. So like, just like me with whatever like movie my wife is watching on the couch, you slept through the good part. And so anyways, we're trying to figure out our way back home effectively, or somewhere, to find the Archon and stop the end of the galaxy or whatever. So let's start a new game. If after watching this you wanted to check it out for yourself, I'll obviously have a link for you down below in the description. That'll be next to my Twitch stream and my Discord, which is the central community hub for everything that happens in the Nerd Castle. Honestly, I ping that thing for just about every announcement that needs to be made. We are going to skip the tutorial because I know how to play the game. However, the tutorial is new. So the tutorial actually has like the backstory and everything that went wrong. It's got like cutscenes and stuff. And so I do recommend playing the tutorial if you haven't played the game before, because it'll give you a nice little background into what's happening in the universe and like why your characters are where they are and what's happening. So here we are. This is a different planet from the last time I played the game, so it appears as though some level of randomization is at play with the way it generates the game universe. So the UI, things you need to watch out for here. In the top left corner, these are going to be the most obvious things that'll end up with you dead. So you have fuel, you have oxygen, you have hull, and you have the morale of your crew. Over here, we have a brief synopsis of all the planets that are available for us to visit inside this little system. You can also kind of rotate around and take a look at the whole thing if you wanted to. Our ship is back over here. If you click on it, it'll take you right back to this little cinematic view. We've got our inventory over here. This is actually a cutaway of our ship. So these are all the different modules and things that we have available inside of our ship. As of right now, we have a geological scanner, we have a driller, we have a telescope, we have a hydrogen probe, we have a refinery, we have an interplanetary propulsion system, and we have a cosmic folder. We also have a sickbay, actually, which you don't get in the tutorial, so that's pretty cool. What each of these things does, geological scanner, pretty obvious what that does. The driller lets you go get the stuff that the geological scanner finds. You've got your telescope, that's going to allow you to take a look at things that are really far away. We have a hydrogen probe. We pretty much only use these for gas giants for extracting fuel. It's basically a fuel scoop. And so anyways, we got our refinery. If we find anything on a planet, we can bring it back and refine it. You're going to find elements, and you're going to find conglomerates, basically. If you find elements, they just go straight in here, and you can use them to refill all your basic core attributes. But if you find, like, rocks or, like, mineral samples, you can feed them into the refinery, and they'll turn them into their base elements. We also have a synopsis of the various aspects of our ship down here. So our performance, our ecosystem, our resistance, and our comfort. And you can modify all those as you get further on into the game. The blue slots over here, these are going to be mod slots. And then these guys are, I'm sorry, not mod slots. These are equipment slots, mod slots, and inventory slots are the little hooks. And you can convert these in between each other, providing that you have enough resources. So this is actually pretty customizable inside of here when it comes to the interior of your ship. Right now, we don't have any resources. Our hull is kind of busted up, and our fuel is a little bit lower. I would like to remedy that. And so I think we should probably take a look at the system and just see if there's anywhere that we wanted to visit out here. Garden planets have breathable atmospheres. They allow you to scoop off things that'll give you oxygen. Rocky planets, pretty simple. Those are going to give you metals and minerals that you're going to need to repair your hull and construct other stuff. Gas giants are where you're going to refuel as far as getting your hydrogen fuel rocking. And so let's go to the gas giant first. That sounds like a decent plan. We'll fly on over there. Sometimes what'll happen is when you get to these planets, you'll find anomalies, and then you'll be able to land and do some exploration and do kind of like the Star Trek away party thing. I am going to probe for a little bit of fuel. This little mini game right here is very, very simple. Basically, you can mine and be more aggressive. The further to the right you go, the more resources you'll get, but the more likely it is that you will break your drill. The further to the left you are, the less resources you will get, but the less likely you'll break your drill. So anyways, I'll probably pop that up to a 6 right there. Looks like we pulled out 19 hydrogen. And that actually gave us a little bit of a surplus. I'll probably probe one more time, but I'll put it on like 5. I don't want to break my probe. So there you go. We've got a little bit of bonus fuel so that we can cruise around the galaxy and ghost ride the ship a little bit more aggressively. Let's go ahead and we want to go back to the system view. That's not what I was looking at. That's what I was looking at right there. We probably want to pick up some oxygen, but let's go to the rocky planet first because we need to get our hull patched up. You always start out with some missing hull and like some missing stuff that you just kind of need to fix. I assume that that's designed so that players will go out and kind of like explore and like fiddle with stuff and be like, oh, I gotta like repair this. All right, so we can break out our scanner here, and we've got there's an anomaly right there. So there's 2 anomalies on this planet that we need to isolate. There's one right there. So these are effectively going to be potential away missions that we can go and we can investigate. So over here there's an alpha anomaly and there's a beta anomaly. This one looks like it's very, very deadly. This one looks like it's slightly less deadly. So it looks like we can get Omega awards from either place. I don't know exactly what that means, but let's go ahead and land. Okay, so we can drill here, or we can go on an expedition. I suggest that we go on an expedition, because I think that's probably the most appealing part of the game. So we have Sergei. All of your different guys in your party are going to have different abilities and like things that they can use and different resources that they can draw on. He's got nano accelerators, so it looks like that allows you to move for a little bit cheaper. It looks like he's got pruning. And so somebody loses an action point, but the cost of movement is now 1. So there you go. We can throw Sergei in there. We've got our captain, Nyx. She's got alien proteins. These are protein pills, basically. They give you a bunch of energy back while you're exploring. And then she's got adrenaline synthesis. Okay. So it looks like you can lose health to gain haste and improved vision. We'll add her to the party. You definitely want to bring like everybody along most of the time because your energy determines how far away you can go on the expedition. And in general, like better stuff is further away from your landing zone. We've also got Lapadisugip. I'm just going to call him Lappy. We got Lappy over here. I really like the alien design in this game just because I sort of feel like a lot of games are like lazy about their alien design. They're always bipedal. They're always somewhat humanoid. Like, they're always somewhat ape-like. They might have, like, a differing face, or they might have, like, differing appendages coming off of them, but they're, like, always, like, bipedal and stuff. I like that this game gets a little bit more creative with it, where you've got, like, a sentient gas that lives inside of a robot suit, a la Hellboy, or, like, a giant crab monster thing who's actually, like, super nice and, like, a part of your crew, you know what I mean? Like, he's really scary looking, but he's actually super friendly. He's basically a space flea. He's got Benefactor's Halo. Okay, so we can get positive status effects. He's got Communion. It allows us to get rid of negative status effects. And then what does this guy do? He's got Rocky Discovery. Reveals 2 points of interest on Seam of Resources. And then we've got, yeah, we kind of need to bring him too, I guess. We won't be adding anybody new to our crew, but we'll be able to go out and take a look at things and see how it goes. These abilities down here are gated, so taking a look at this new UI that's popped up. On away missions, what you need to be aware of is your energy level first and foremost. If that runs out, bad things start to happen. We have our maximum number of spaces we can move per turn. We have our vision that we can see around us, so 4 hexes. When you're looking at the little profiles down here, basically they can use these abilities whenever they want, but it costs them one of their little action points right here whenever they do it. So once those run out, you're not going to be able to use them. And some of these abilities can be used in interactions with the planet. So you're not just using these to buff yourself while you're walking around being a tourist. You're using these abilities for actual interactions with aliens and stuff too. So try to keep that in mind. We'll move over to here. Is any of this like deadly over here? We'll take a look around and see if we can find anything. It looks like we've got a point of interest, but it's pretty far off in that direction. I don't know if that's going to work out so great for us. I think that's bad for you right there, yeah. I'm pretty sure you don't want to step on that, otherwise it'll asphyxiate you. We do have the means to sort of like banish that status effect as of right now, but I'd rather not. It looks like we got some minerals down here. Yeah, we can take a look at that. So it looks like for 5 energy, we can get minerals, and it looks like it'll restore people's attributes so long as they have that little symbol right there. Okay. So that point of interest is way over there, and that point of interest is way over there. I figure we use what points we want to use right now. And then since we're going to gather this anyways... There we go. Our movement's a lot cheaper now. We can probably move out to there. I don't know if we're going to have the energy to get back to the ship. I seem to recall last time I played this, I messed it up, like, badly and mistimed it. We'll go ahead and use some of our protein pills right there on this turn just to give us a little bit more energy. Like, guarantee we can make it back to the ship. Use another one right there. Hopefully there's no impasse over here. And then we'll use another one right there. Just lots and lots of stimulants running through our veins right now. Our sensors were right. There's an open trench containing a large quantity of materials which our mission could use. On the ground, there are 1 or 2 centimeters of a wet substance. We started to move forward to collect what we needed before realizing that the substance was solidifying and sticks us to the ground. In the sky, scavengers are circling, waiting for us to die. It was a trap. We'll destroy the substance. There we go. Our engineer analyzed the glue, which turns out to be the mucus of the scavengers hovering above us. There and then, using equipment that he has on him, he has no difficulty in making a liquid film, which will neutralize the substance's adhesive properties. We can loot the place quite freely under the frustrated gaze of the massive bird, which sees its breakfast escape from its trap. Oh, we found 20 minerals. Nice, dude. Okay. And then over here, was it just like more of the same? Yeah, it looks like it is, so maybe we'll just, like, head on out of here. Like, I feel like it might be a good plan to just GTFO. I'm gonna go ahead and use my haste real fast to make our energy get saved a little bit, and we'll head back to the ship. We actually timed that pretty much perfectly. I can't believe we scraped by the skin of our teeth. Now, when we get back to the ship, we're all gonna get XP based on what we accomplished during this away mission. So what you'll see is a little synopsis right here. Apparently, I had an objective. I didn't know what that objective was. So we didn't do it. I went and got minerals, though, so that's pretty cool. We'll call the expedition right there, and I'll show you how the old refinery works. Let's see here. Our refinery's right there. We will enter the refinery, and now we can max out on minerals and just kind of throw them in here and see what we get. So at the end of the day, we ended up with some gold, some copper. It looks like we ended up with some... like carbon over here. Like, we've got some other things going on, I think. But, like, I don't know what W or HF are. It's been too long since my chemistry classes. It's just been too long. And so I don't know if that was actually worth it, but we went for it. We gave it a try. I don't think any of these things could be upgraded or fiddled with. Yeah, they can't be upgraded or whatever. I think we should probably go mining before we leave, too. Just see if we can get anything good out of here. We got 20 iron. That's not bad. We can throw that all into the hull. That leaves us with 4 iron remaining. We got a little bit of silica right there, too. Okay. Still don't know what W is. No idea. I know that silica is useful for a number of functions, though. And I think thorium is useful for some stuff, too. So, it might be in our best interest... yeah, I'm going to pull that and bring the iron with me. We'll drill one more time, but we're going to do it, like, safely. There's 10 more right there. Good. That'll give us a nice little stack for fixing the hull as time goes along. We'll take that, and we'll take that. I love this little inventory system and the satisfying way that it stacks up the blocks like Lego style. I actually really, really like that representation of, like, your inventory and what is inside of it. We can go on an expedition again. See, our objective was the seam of resources, and we got the seam of resources. So, like, maybe it just wasn't the right one. Like, I thought we completed the objective right there. Huh. Little disappointing, in all honesty. We go out on another one, but I don't know if it's worth it. Like, so if I go out on an expedition, do these guys, like, recharge? Are they, like, ready to go? They are indeed ready to go and recharged. I guess we could give it another run. I mean, I don't know if we got the exact same map as last time. But, man, that thing is out there. That's super far. I don't, like, conceivably know how you could actually get to that. Like, unless there was another drop ship around. Or, like, we could summon our ship. I don't know if we can get that far out and still have the energy for the return trip. I don't know. It feels risky to me. Let's go look around, though. Looks like we've got some minerals and stuff up here. Oh, no, dude. We've got bleeds. Do I have the thing? Let's see here. Lose 1 to air. Didn't I have a thing? Yeah, go ahead and we'll get rid of that. And so apparently we've got improved vision now for a couple of turns, so that's pretty cool. I didn't realize that stepping on spikes was a bad idea. All of my video game knowledge over all the years probably should have taught me that stepping on spikes was a terrible idea, but I did it anyways. Yeah, I'll play that right now too. We'll gather some ore from over here. See how far we can go. So she's lost 2 HP. Yeah, give me another accelerant. I actually don't really see much around here. Like, I don't think we can make the objective, though, so I think I'm just going to get back into space and we'll get back onto our journey. Since we got XP for revealing mineral tiles, I used up all her abilities real fast, too. Just to kind of, like, get a feel for, you know, just to get some extra XP while we were out. Yeah, that's not too bad. We're doing all right. We got, like, 26 XP from going down to the planet twice. Yeah, let's go ahead and take off, I guess. We should probably go to the garden planet and pick up some oxygen. Yeah, let's swing on over there. We've got extra fuel, we've got extra iron, now we just need extra oxygen, and then we can actually, like, take ourselves further on into the galaxy. Alright, so I can land here, can I? Interesting. I thought I had to probe it or something. Maybe I have to drill for oxygen. I don't know. Oxygen's not necessarily one of those things we have to seek out where we live, so I don't really know where it comes from in space. Yeah, let's go ahead and drill. We did indeed get some oxygen. I'll probably throw that into a... Ooh, I'm going to have to destroy something. All right, well, the gold's not useful right now. That's not useful right now, but oxygen will be useful. We'll throw the copper right there, too, because that will be useful later on. I'll probably drill again. Yeah, let's drill again just to get a nice selection of things that we can fiddle around with. So we got a little bit more oxygen right there. So we got a full stack of oxygen for the future. We've got a little bit of copper going around, and we'll throw that over there. We need to fix the drill. It only takes 1 iron to fix the drill, though, so it's not really that big of a headache. I wouldn't stress about it too much. So we've got enough oxygen to last us for a little while. Let's get back out into space, and I think I'm going to refuel over at the gas giant. And then we'll jump to the next system and just kind of see what it has in store for us. Okay, 6 hydrogen is not very much. We will continue to probe. I'm going to get a little more aggressive about it. Really, we only got 3 right there. That's a bummer.
Equipment damaged.
I think we're using up about as much as we're getting. Like, I can reassemble the probe, no problem. It's no biggie. I can fix up the hull real fast, but that's going to be most of our goodies. Let's keep the fuel high and tight, and let's see if we can jump to another system. That sounds pretty fun. We want to go over that way, apparently, is where our first objective is. So we will probably jump over to here and then slingshot over to there. We have been contacted by a giant life form floating in the far reaches of space. It seems to be a huge telepathic amoeba. We perceive the words, comma, and then it tells us to choose a representative from among us. We have 2 volunteers. Send the captain. The contact breaks. Our captain falls unconscious. We don't know what the amoeba took from her, but it found the strength to leave the system. After many hours in a coma, Captain Nix awakens. She survived, and the amoeba, through her dreams, has left her with a gift. So our oxygen level's down by 10, but we got a new blueprint, so we have a dormitory module that's been added to our database. Let's take a look at our ship real fast. So the dormitory module probably goes over here. It's going to be 5 carbon, and it's going to be 5 iron if we wanted to make one. A little bit of a typo right there, but it does give us more crew capacity so that we can bring more people on board. That would be nice for big, like we could get people that are really stacked basically on energy so that our away party can get out further and actually accomplish some of these Omega objectives that we've got laid out in front of us. I feel like that'd be a really, really good plan. Okay. Well, we'll keep an eye out for the stuff that we need. I'd also like to expand my storage if I can. So it takes 2 iron to convert that to a storage slot. Okay, good to know. Let's take a look at our system map and figure out what we've got here. We've got a gas giant, we've got a garden planet, and we've got a neutron star. So apparently our orbit is really, really risky. Okay, well, let's just refuel at a gas giant then. And then we'll jump to the next system available because this place seems like it might be a tiny bit unstable and bad for us. Hey, we actually got a good pull right there. Very nice. Okay, so get me stocked up on. There we go. Get that heat. Get that hydrogen fuel rocking. We can also use helium if we want to, but I'm gonna save that. We also didn't break our drills, so that's really, or we didn't break our probes, so that's super good. Nice. Okay, so I'm happy with that. Let's jump back out to the sys map, and we're gonna go. Let's see. There's an accident scene over there. That's out of range, but we can jump over to this red dwarf. Okay, so let's take a look at what we have on board for right now. I'm gonna refill the oxygen. I would like to fix the hull, but I don't know if we have anything that's actually good for that. Yep, we'll rock out with a little bit more helium. It looks like you get 2 per. Okay, good to know. Is there anything I can mine around here? We do have rocky worlds over here. Yeah, let's go check out the rocky worlds. I think our hull is looking a little bit rough, and so if I can pull some stuff out, that'd be nice. Plus, we could also get that dormitory built and potentially rescue a few more people from the planet. Yeah, let's go ahead and drill. I'm going to be a little risky about it. We got 20 iron right there. Fantastic, bro. Fantastic. Just absolutely great. We'll take that. We will take we'll take you. We've got our silica. All right. So what I want to do is I'm going to stop right there. Let's go back to the ship. I'm going to convert one of these over to a storage slot on each side. We can always convert it back, so it's not that big of a deal if we end up having to do it. But that's going to allow us to carry a few more things on out. How's the drill looking? The drill's okay? Let's risk it for the biscuit one more time. 11 iron right there. Very nice. Cool. I don't know if I'm going to need that, but I'm going to take it. And then what we can do is we can build ourselves a dormitory on that side. That's going to raise up morale because they see us using our resources to improve the ship. So that's really, really nice. We've got enough stuff on board to where we can potentially repair anything that breaks. Drill's down, but the good news is it's not that hard to fix. So I don't think we have anything to panic about just yet. We can also refuel right there, so we're still looking great. Can we do an expedition? No, there's no expedition here. Do I drill another time? I think I do. Oh, I think we've run out of resources here. Okay, that's fine. That's all good. We'll go on to the next place then. Yeah, let's go for it. I mean, there might be a chance that we find anomalies over here too, which is something that I'm actually intensely interested in. I like the away expeditions. That's the part of the game that I really enjoy. Do I want to pick up more? Yeah, we can get like one more armload of iron. That sounds good. Just something to fill out the old hold so that if we end up needing to refine anything, we'll be okay. As you can tell, our tools tend to break like a lot. We'll drill over here. We'll go for a big drill. Oh, this place has a different composition. Okay. Well, if nothing else, I don't need anything from here. Nothing here is inherently necessary for right now. Maybe, how high will this get my fuel up? Pretty high, actually. You get a big conversion rate on those. Really, the problem is, I don't know if we jump to the next system, if there's going to be fuel available. That's the part that worries me. But we'll keep heading in that direction. So we just have a garden world over here. I do need oxygen, right? How much oxygen do I have left? None. None is the amount that quantifies the amount of oxygen we have left. So maybe in the interest of keeping crew anxiety somewhat lower, I will go... Oh, we've got a probable... No, we don't. Okay, never mind. I thought maybe we'd be able to go explore a garden world. I like games like this that have just like this simple core gameplay loop of like looking around and finding new things. I do think that the cinematics that they throw in for the in-between portions are really, really nice and well designed. I think they help with immersion, and I think with a game like this, the immersive elements are... Oh, it refills your oxygen automatically when you get to a garden world. I didn't even realize till just now. Nice. Okay. Well, I'll take all this stuff and then we'll get on up and out of here. So all you have to do is basically enter the atmosphere and it'll refill all your reserves. That's a nice little quality of life thing. I did not expect that. I thought they were going to make me drill for it every single time. Looks like we can cut out... There's a black hole over there, huh? Ooh, another neutron star. I shouldn't have come here. Neutron stars are really hard on the hull. Oh, there's nothing here. It's completely empty. Okay. Yeah, make the jump over to the black hole, although I've never seen a black hole before, so I don't know exactly what's going to happen while we're over here. Apparently, it's creeping people out is what it's doing. Because our morale just took a fat dippity-doo. Sergey, look, there's 2 ships adrift in this system. Yeah, you're right. I recognize the Vanguard, and I think the other one must be the Archons. Let's get a closer look. Okay, so we've got signals to investigate over here. Our fuel is very subpar at the moment. I'd like to fix that real quick if I can. Like, I like all these little tasks, though. Like, you're constantly trying to stay on top of these meters while you're flying around. Let's go for a big probe right here. Hey, very nice. Don't you just love it? Okay, we'll keep that for later. Probably probe one more time. We'll do it a little bit more, we'll do it a little bit more conservatively, though, so that we don't break our stuff. All right, that's 25 more. That's 25 more fuel for later. Our oxygen levels are a little bit bad right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and refill that real quick. Our hull could use a little bit of love, but like, I feel like we'll be okay. Let's investigate these signals before we run out of time. Sergey, it's one of the ships that attacked us. Indeed, it's strange that it would be abandoned. It must have been damaged during the attack on the Vanguard. What are your orders, Captain? Search the ship. I'm sure we'll find the Archon's trace there. Well, it seems that the Archon has some advanced allies. I have something, Captain. It looks like the Archon's building a republic. A republic? Now I've heard everything. Although this information dates from before we were frozen, I'll see if I can find information on the Republic of the Archon. Look at the map of the ship, Sergey. It looks like the Archon achieved their goal. It's unbelievable that all these civilizations would rally to the Archon. Knowing how the Archon operates, I would guess that they didn't have much of a choice. I'll attempt to log into the communication terminal, but it doesn't look like there's anything. Is there no information that we can gather here? I see the last destination of the ship was a place called Atlas. That might be our best lead. All right, let's go then. It might be too late. Okay. Oh, can we swap ships? Ooh. Well, that's a temptation. Do they have anything that we lack? So it looks like we move over to here. Our ecosystem goes down because it's a warship. Our performance goes up, our resistance goes up, and our comfort goes up, though. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take it. Let's go ahead and we'll unload all of our cargo over there. We're gonna have to leave our thorium behind, obviously. I can convert this, though, over to a storage slot. Wait, can I take the ship? I'm a little bit worried about what's gonna happen here. Oh, we actually did take the ship, so we have, like, no control over that. All right, load all the cargo you can. I mean... All right, is our cargo in there? I guess we did take the ship. It might be embedded as, like, part of the story. Oh, the embark button just swaps whatever ship you're on. Gotcha, okay. So now it makes more sense with the visual element. I wasn't sure if I wanted to click it or not because I didn't want to abandon our other ship. We can disassemble stuff over here on the old ship just to get a few more resources out. And I do think that that's not the worst idea ever conceived by man. I do wish we could move this module over to here. That'd be really, really nice. Maybe a move option. But this is giving us a fat stack of resources. So I definitely like that. The hull's already fixed, so we don't really need to worry about that. This thing has lots of compartments, too, which is actually kind of rad. I'm going to convert it to a couple storage slots, I think. However, it does not have a lot of system slots, so just something to keep in mind, I guess. With our silica right there, we'll grab that right there. We now have room for that. Okay. We're good. My name is Splattercat. This is out there, Oceans of Time. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm actually really intrigued by this one. I think if they can properly populate it with a lot of events and a lot of curious things that happen and a lot of randomization, they may have kind of a sleeper on their hands. Like, obviously there's some polish issues right now with some of the random spelling and grammatical errors and things of that nature inside the UI or in conversations, but the game's not out yet, so they're still actively working on it. And I mean, it shows a lot of progression from the last time I checked it out 6 months ago. And so anyways, that's got me kind of stoked about this one. I'll see y'all later. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so you don't have to. I'll be back tomorrow with something hot and fresh off the indie skillet. That's all I got for now. Bye-bye, everybody.